The 9-month results for Iceland Seafood reflect the unusual circumstances the world finds itself in. It is severely impacted by COVID-19. It has impacted our sales, our cost, our complexity, and as we all know, it's more difficult to conduct any business in this environment where movement and freedom of people are severely restricted. But it's also fair to say that the third quarter was to some degree a good recovery. The second quarter was heavily impacted by the lockdowns in Europe. The third quarter was exhibiting how resilient our model is. The sales, the top line figures were about 96 million euros, which is almost the same figure as for the same period last year in third quarter. Our profitability levels are also marked by this situation. So if we look at the numbers overall, the profit before taxes for the first 9 months are about 3 million euros, which is significantly lower than for the same period last year. When we look at the actions taken in the third quarter and consequently up to today, we have now acquired a company in Ireland, Carr & Sons, and we welcome them into the Iceland Seafood Group, and they will work very closely with Ocean Path in Ireland in order to secure our market position there and how to innovate new products and how to service our customers with product superiority, like both Ocean Path and Carr & Sons have done in the past. Similarly, Iceland Seafood is now the sole owner of Ocean Path in its Irish operation, and we like to express our gratitude to the Eacock family and cooperation, which has been impeccable in the last 2.5 years. Similarly, in Spain, we just announced the sale of Ecomsa in Malaga, and that is a direct consequence of a consolidation of our production facilities into Viladecavalls in Barcelona. So that should streamline further our cost structure and processes, and is a part of taking out synergies of the merger between Iceland Seafood and Icelandic Iberica earlier. And similarly in the UK, we are now in the closing steps of consolidating our activities into our new factory and headquarters in Grimsby, both moving our retail operations from Bradford as well as the food service operations from Havelock site next door. So as you can hear from this description, a lot of moving parts have been taking place or moving around during the third quarter. And during this year, I know it's been very difficult to maneuver, and clearly there's been impact on cost, impact on margin, higher inventory levels, etc., etc. So therefore, it's a great pleasure that I say that I'm extremely proud of the people that I work with here at Iceland Seafood. In any subsidiary, people are making their utmost in making sure that the product gets to our consumers with relevant quality standards and supporting our suppliers and working closely as an integral part in the value chain. And even though the environment is difficult, that's our job, that's what we have to do, and that's what we have done. So thank you very much for your contribution in that regard to the employees of Iceland Seafood. When it comes to the future, clearly there is a big and bright point ahead, which is a vaccination against the COVID-19 or the SARS-2 or the coronavirus or whatever we call that public and common enemy that we are faced with now. But it's not happening now, it's going to happen next year. So we know that the winter is going to be cold. It will take us time, and we will face some challenges in the meantime. So we hope everyone will get through those challenges, and what it makes is it makes us stronger going forward. And we should therefore use the opportunity that this creates in being innovative and being imaginative, and think about how can we best sustain in the long run, and what's our true purpose, whether it's in life or job or whatever the world brings us. So that's the opportunity that the COVID-19 situation creates for us. And what defines a good company is a company that takes advantages of such challenges. Thank you.